Hey, there we go. Hello, everybody, and welcome to Rock On Radio. New time, new station, new home, new theme music, courtesy of Charles Larita.
Awesome.
Actually, that's courtesy of Charles Larita and Will Sarver, a member of The Mischief. I am Danny Coleman, and I am absolutely thrilled to be here right now. Let me tell you, I am very excited that Rock On Radio has found a new home. Now, for those of you watching, might be tuning in for the first time, Rock On Radio was founded in April of 2009 because I was forced to reinvent myself. I had a injury as a UPS driver of 20 years in downtown Trenton. I woke up one morning and couldn't move, so I was forced to reinvent myself. And 9 months later, after back surgery, and there you go. I am here as a radio show host on PANJradio.com, the new home of Rock On Radio. Rob Bell, thank you very much. Feel free to jump in anytime you want.
It's absolutely our pleasure. We're thrilled to have you, Danny. I've been after you for a little while to get you on PANJ Radio, so I'm glad that things worked out the way they did.
You have, and yes, and I want to say a special thank you to the couple of years I spent at 40 Foothold Studio. Had a very nice run over there. I did a lot of things I never thought I could do, and sometimes things happen, and you go you part. You go your separate ways, and maybe one day I'll figure it all out. But here I am right now, and I'm very excited to be here on PANJ Radio. I want to thank all of you out there listening for your support and for everything. Now, I look forward to working here in Lambertville, New Jersey with Rob Bell. We have engineer Mark over there. Mark is the one that's showing you my face right now on YouTube if you're watching that. And
yep, PANJTV.com.
Right, that's the link
live
for the
streaming right now.
Live streaming for the YouTube.
Yep.
And you're listening to me on PANJradio.com. And as I said, I am absolutely thrilled to be here, and I can't thank you, the listeners, enough for all of your support over the years, and for Rob for welcoming me to this great station of yours here with great programming and just it's a fine family of networks. So, that being said, and again, I want to thank Charles Larita for, when I left here, the night I left here, I called him before I was out to Route 29. I was like, Charles, I need a theme song.
Yeah.
Within 2 days, I had it.
I know, I love it too.
So that's great, Charles. Thank you. Fine band, Charles Larita and the Mischief. You can check them out anytime you get a chance. But Rock On Radio is, we only have one sponsor that I really deal with tonight. That's Ms. Marianne Costello of Neos Zoe Health and Wellness Center in Cranford. Marianne is the person to see for health and holistic living. If you have anybody listening to me up there, exit, I want to say 129 or 135 off the Parkway. I don't know. When I get up that high, I get nervous. Two roads I can't stand: the Garden State Parkway and the Pennsylvania Turnpike. They could keep those roads. They're always under construction and they're always thin. But if you want to give us a call tonight, please do so on 609-460-4673. 4673. 609-460-4673. And we will gladly take questions or comments. I am monitoring the show Facebook page, which has not changed. Danny Coleman's Rock On Radio 2. The number 2, Danny Coleman's Rock On Radio 2. That's on Facebook. Twitter, Rock On Radio, all one word, all caps. If you want to tweet at us, questions or comments, because my guest this evening, now she's not a stranger to the program, but she is a first-timer, just like I am, here on PANJ Radio, is the ever-lovely Miss Lisa Bouchelle. Hey, how you doing, Lisa? There you go.
Great. It's great to be here. Great to meet you two, and great to see you again, Danny. And I just love the new home for Rock On Radio. This is very exciting. Can't believe I'm the first guest.
You are the absolute first guest of Rock On Radio on PANJ Radio. I'm trying to think, 7.5 years. It's got to be well over 400 shows that I've done. I was just talking to Rob, actually, before you got here about the Christmas Spectacular and how you actually assembled a band at one of the Rock On Radio Christmas Spectaculars.
Yes. Yes.
So,
Girl band was born
at a Christmas Spectacular.
At a Christmas Spectacular.
So you're here because you have a new EP.
Yes.
Lipstick Tomboy.
Yes.
That is out. And talk to me. What have you been up to?
Well, you see, a lot. I don't know where to start. I'll talk a little bit about the EP. We had the album Whole Lotta Highway. That was a album of songs, a collection of songs. Yes, album is still a valid word if you look it up in the dictionary. It means a collection.
It's coming back too, apparently.
It means a collection. Vinyl is coming back, but album has never gone. Neither is record. Anything recorded is a record. Anything that's an album is a collection. So I had the full collection of songs on Whole Lotta Highway, and what we did was we got very fortunate. We were very fortunate to start working with a radio promotion company out of Nashville. And what we did was 4 songs were taken from Whole Lotta Highway collection, and now it is they were formed the EP Lipstick Tomboy, and one of them was actually remixed. So I have one of them is like a island party remix.
Is that
Love is supposed to be fun.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Tequila Talking is a
that was
remix
gonna be
as
my,
well.
Right, that was going to be my next
Yeah.
question, because that's the one that you did with John Popper.
Yes,
From
that's a remix.
Blues Traveler.
Yes.
Who you've actually opened for all
That was my
across-
very first tour I opened for Blues Traveler.
Right,
yes.
for John. Now, John, of course, is from Princeton area, right?
Originally, yes.
Yeah. And he does vocals, and is there a harmonica on that?
Harmonica
too?
and
Harmonica on that
vocals.
as well. So I'm curious, why did you remix that and put it on here when you had it on your other disc?
This remix is just, when you hear it, you'll know why. It's just
Okay.
so much fun. It's got like hand claps. It's like, it's moving. It's just like exactly like I wanted it to be. I guess you know how it is as a musician. Like you'll put something together and sometimes it's exactly how you envision it. And other times it's close, but something, and I think visual artists are the same. And something's just missing from what you had in your mind, how you thought it was going to sound. And when I find that, I'll go in and remix it. And I did the same thing with Love is Supposed to Be Fun. I remixed that from the Whole Lotta Highway CD that I was putting together the collection of songs before I actually did like the release, the promotion. And I said, something's missing. I really always wanted steel drums on it. So I went back and did the steel drums.
put the steel drums?
Yeah, and it's
Nice.
like, to me, it's 100% better. So I hope people feel the same way. I don't know.
Now I see, speaking of which, in the, put my glasses on since I'm aging. I'm decomposing right in front of your eyes, people at home. You won't need a Tequila Talking, Heart versus Mind, Love is Supposed to Be Fun, and To Be.
Yes, To Be, 'cause that's the fun spelling.
Right? If you could read my mind, which you were just giving us a little
Yeah.
bit there. It's
That's a Gordon Lightfoot tune.
right.
Yeah, that one I did do a remake of a Gordon Lightfoot song that I just love.
Danny, you have a call coming in.
Already.
Oh, cool.
Oh, that is beautiful.
Yay.
Let me know. We good? Hello. Welcome to Rock on Radio. Who is this?
This is Jeff and Karen.
Hey, hey, what's up?
Jeff and Karen. How are you guys? You liking Lisa tonight?
Oh, we love Lisa.
Oh, thank you. How are you?
We're doing well.
Yeah.
Great. So do you have a question for Lisa? Comment?
We want to know if she's going to be playing the Tequila song tonight.
Actually, Jeff, I am going to probably let Danny play that from the record so that everybody can also hear John Popper's vocals along with me since he can't be in studio.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah. So it's going to be
Are
coming
you
up.
wearing your lucky shoes tonight?
I actually am wearing different shoes.
Lucky shoes? Oh, Lisa, there's been a lot happening since the last time we hung out. Lucky shoes. Wow.
Yeah, I have
Oh,
them.
yeah.
I do have lucky
So,
shoes.
Jeff, are you near your computer right now, or are you calling from the road? Where are you?
We're on the road right now. We just left Pennsylvania.
Okay.
Oh,
so,
that's great.
But you're listening to the program, obviously, correct?
Yes.
Okay, so if we play Tequila Talking now, you'll be able to hear it, right?
Yes, I just have to click back over.
Okay. Well, then what we'll do is once Mr. Rob has that queued up and lets me know that we're good to go, we will play that for you. We'll get you a little bit of Lisa Bouchelle right off the
Great.
bat.
All
How's
right.
that?
Great.
All right. Anything else you would like to say to Lisa?
Nothing that we just love her very much and hope all the best for her.
I'm sending my love out to you guys too. Have a great night.
Bye.
Thank you for calling. Bye.
Beautiful. Thanks, guys. Thanks for calling in. Thank you very much. Jeff and Karen, rock on there. Again, if you want to be like Jeff and Karen, give us a call, 609-460-5600. 4673.
Correct. And I'm ready to play this if you'd like me to.
And now we'll cut right to that. We like to please our listeners, especially with a new home and a new time tonight, right, Lisa?
Yes.
You don't mind, do you?
No.
We'll go right to that. This is a song that Lisa Bouchelle did. If you're just tuning in, this is Rock on Radio. I'm Danny Coleman. First night here on PANJRadio.com. New time, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. My guest is Lisa Bouchelle. This is a song that she did with John Popper from Blues Traveler, and it is called
Only the Tequila Talking.
There we go.
I love Collins.
Slim. I bit my tongue cause she was somewhat young, and I wanted to feel young again. That little sweet talker could have been a streetwalker. She was hotter than Georgia asphalt. It was only the tequila talking. Should've took it with a grain of salt. God, you're so
just my type.
I could really fall for you.
Don't think I can drive home tonight. So will you be a gentleman?
Will you care if I don't call?
It was just the tequila talking.
Let's take it with a grain of salt. Vision in the not so super 8.
He said the sex would be amazing, but it really wasn't that great.
Blame it on the lies we told. Blame it on the alcohol. It was only the tequila talking. Should've took it with a grain of salt. You're so beautiful.
Oh, you know you're just my type.
I couldn't really fall for you.
Don't think I can drive home tonight. So will you be a gentleman?
Will you care if I don't call?
Oh,
It's just the tequila talking. Let's take it with a grain of salt. It's just the tequila talking. Let's take it with a grain of salt.
Lisa Bouchelle. Only the Tequila Talking, done with John Popper. And we were laughing, for those of you who are watching us at home on YouTube, we were laughing because Lisa was reiterating something. We were talking about how things change and technology changes. Now, this is on Blue Room, right?
Blue Room, and a lot of my vocals different there. John and I did some harmony on the new one, my vocal, and John and I did some harmony on the second verse. I felt like we were just going back and forth, and I wanted to like put it together and have some together time.
Right. And I remarked how, you do always seems that happens down the road.
Yeah.
Oh, I wish I could have done this. I
Yeah.
wish I could have done that. Now with today's technology, we can.
You can,
And
yeah.
as you said, I do.
And I do.
And I do.
I
so.
do. Ernie White playing guitar on that track,
Ernie,
and Tom Riak playing a little bit of piano there, and just a whole bunch of great musicians on that track.
Well, you have the production team that you have on this. Jeff Trott. Why do I know that name?
Jeff Trott worked a lot with Sheryl Crow in her band and also co-writing with her songs like All I Want to Do Is Have Some Fun and Soak Up the Sun and her new one, Easy, and a bunch of tunes. And he's a great producer. He's worked with her in that capacity as well. And I flew out and to LA, to Santa Monica area, and we worked on that track. And actually a little bit on that track, but mostly on Love Is Supposed to Be Fun and Heart versus Mind. So they were basically the two. And then he did a mixing on several others for me. But as far as the EP is concerned, they were the two. Yeah. He's really terrific.
Well, we have actually, we were talking about her just before we went on air. Annalie checked in.
Annalie.
She said, hey, guys. So
Sup?
say hi to Annalie out there. We also have, we have all kinds of activity going on here. I went Facebook Live before you got here to kind of promote the thing, and that video we're still getting people talking and commenting on it, so that's a good thing. But I also see you got Steve Diacutis.
Steve Diacutis, yes.
Now
yes.
he's a local guy.
Well, yes, he's up in northern, a little north from here,
Right.
but yes.
Yeah, local.
Great
I mean, he's on this
guitarist.
coast.
Yes, yes, to be correct.
Mike Rogers, Michael Waldman, and of course Hal.
Yes,
Hal
yes.
Seltzer.
Mike and Hal work. Hal does some music work with me, but he does my management primarily, and a management team. Mike and he are my management team.
Right. So you had all them involved. Where did you record this? Or was it all over the place?
L.A. and here and Jersey.
So how'd you hook up?
Oh no, and New York. New
Okay.
York, yeah.
How'd you hook up with Trot?
I had actually met with several producers that I wanted to meet with and do some meetings. And then after I met with him, he was just the person that I really thought I wanted to work with. So my team said, okay, before we put in the money for you to do these songs, we want you to go out and do some pre-production. So we'd rather pay a little bit for you to go out to Santa Monica and just do some pre-production and see what you think and be sure that you guys are really going to be the ones to work together. Because it's like a relationship. It's like anything else, you know. So I went out and there was just great musical chemistry. Jeff had these great ideas. He pulled a mandolin out and started giving me ideas for Heart versus Mind. And then we started changing some of the keys and tweaking the arrangements to just really fit my voice. And I was like more sure than ever that I really wanted to work with him. So I came back home, gave my team the report, and I had the great opportunity of working with him. So it was really cool. I went out there for a week and just got a whole bunch of stuff done because we had a plan. So.
Got it. Well, it always helps
Yeah.
to have a plan. Something I've been criticized often for not having one.
I had too much of a plan. I'm trying to loosen up this new year.
Well, you've had, in the short time, and when I say short time, it's probably only been about, since really the inception of this program, maybe 6-7 years now.
Got another call, Danny.
We do. Oh, that is fantastic. Hello, welcome to Rock On Radio. Who is this?
This is Karen.
I'm sorry, who?
Karen.
Taryn, how are
It's
you?
Karen, right? Did you
Yes,
say Karen? I
Karen.
couldn't
Karen
hear-
or Taryn?
Hi. I think she said Karen.
Oh, Karen. Okay. Hello, Karen.
Hi.
Hi, Karen.
Now that we've established who you are, what do you want?
Taryn's a cool name, though. I never heard
Right?
that.
I thought that was
Taryn.
it.
Taryn.
The best.
We're gonna-
After Lisa, it's the best name.
We're gonna call you Zelda just to stop confusion. So, what can we do for you, Karen? What do you want to say to Lisa?
Well, I'm going to say, first of all, love the name of the EP. It's perfect.
Oh,
So you
thank you. You think it's fitting?
yes, absolutely. And for anybody listening who, it's awesome to listen to Lisa's CDs and hear her on the radio and everything, but there's nothing like seeing her live. Like, it's just fantastic.
Aw,
the
thank
energy,
you.
and she loves the audience, and the audience loves her. So,
Thank you so much for saying that. Honestly, Karen, it's like that's probably my favorite thing to do, live performance. I really love it.
And it totally, you know that. It shows. It's awesome.
Thank
so.
you. You having a good night?
Very good. Pretending tomorrow's not Monday, and back to work. So
It's
this is a
confusing
nice
after
little,
Thanksgiving, right? It's
distraction.
confusing. Yeah.
Have you been off for the last 4 days, Karen?
No, just Thursday. So.
Yeah, me too. I had to work Friday myself. I know that you think I have the illustrious career of this mega radio announcer here on PANJ Radio and everything, but sometimes you got to do things for benefits.
Yes. Oh, yes, indeed.
When are you going to offer benefits, Rob?
It depends on what kind of benefits you want.
Oh my!
And New Hope is right across the river.
I don't want to go that far. Yeah, we are. We should say that. Karen, where are you from, Karen?
East Hampton.
Oh, okay. So you're down around South Jersey,
South
actually.
Jersey,
Yes.
yes.
Okay. Over one of my former sponsors, and I'm sure they will be another sponsor for the Rock on Radio Christmas Spectacular. The official caterer is O'Connor's Bar and Grill down there.
Love it. Fantastic. place.
Fantastic.
Really? Wow.
Oh,
Hey,
yeah.
hey, Lisa, you going to play there sometime? Because that would be awesome.
And it's O'Connor's, and it's in, what is the town? It's East
O'Connor's
Hampton?
American Bar and Grill, East Hampton.
Okay.
Mount Holly,
East Hampton.
actually.
I will check that out. Absolutely. I would love to. I haven't been there.
You don't have to go too far. I'm the one that does the booking.
Oh,
so.
wow. Well, then I have my calendar with me.
So you got an in already.
There you go.
But,
awesome.
Yeah, how about that? They will be hopefully they'll be providing some of the food that we partake of this year.
Sounds great.
So,
It's delicious food, yes. It's a fun time. Great,
that they do.
great staff there and everything. Really
Wow, I
enjoy
gotta
it.
go. Okay, well, I'm gonna book that, and that'll be on my website as soon as I get a date.
Awesome.
yeah.
Thank you.
All right, Karen. Well,
right.
thank you for calling in. It is much appreciated here on PANJRadio.com. Rock on Radio.
Thank you,
All
Karen.
right.
Rock
Have a
on.
great night.
All right. Have
Okay.
a terrific night. Take
You
care.
Thank
too.
you. Bye.
Bye-bye.
See, that's what we like. We like happy callers,
Yes,
Lisa.
yes.
Fantastic.
Yes.
That's what we like to hear. So what else do we have here? Oh, nobody's commenting on that. That's good. We'll go back to the face. Again, if you want to reach out, the number is 609-460-4673, or you can find me. I'm monitoring. We do not have a chat room for those of you asking me. Annalise says you have a very cool jacket, by the way.
Oh, thank you. Actually, you know who? Sunset Gardner made this jacket. He designs jackets. So if anyone wants some information, I'm not sure if he has a website out there, but if they email me, I can let you know about his jackets. He'll do them custom and makes a lot of rock and roll jackets.
Beautiful. There was a guy that used to come to certain gigs. When I was playing with Joe Weimer, there were guys that came to gigs that we did. We did a gig in Howe.
Okay.
We opened up for John Eddy, and this guy had...
John Eddy co-wrote Only the Tequila Talking with me, by the way.
Oh, he did?
Yes, he did.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, I came up with that hook, and I called him and said, I have a hook that sounds just like a song he would write. And I told him the hook, it's Only Tequila Talking, should have took it with a greatest salt. He goes, oh, we got to write it together. So we actually wrote that
Oh,
song.
I didn't
Yeah.
realize
Got somebody on the
that.
line here, Danny?
We got another call. You're popular.
Yes, I am.
Hello, welcome to Rock On Radio. Who is this?
This is Papa.
Hi, Papa. What up, man?
One of my favorite people in the whole world, Papa Carl. How are you, sir?
Carl.
Papa?
So
Oh, there you
I'm
are.
very happy. When I got Lisa, I guess a lot of people know the connection I've had to Lisa. I owe so much to her. A week ago, I didn't realize it, but a week ago, last Saturday night, I actually saw her. And
Popular.
that was the 12th year anniversary of us meeting at Ernie White's studio.
Oh, wow. That was when we met, huh?
Yeah.
Cool.
And that was exactly 2 months to the date after I got out of the hospital from a double organ transplant. So,
That's
it
our
was
that's
really,
our
yeah,
anniversary.
It was a big experience for me. And Lisa just really is just one of the kindest people with the voice of an angel. But I guess what I'm saying is she's got the voice of an angel, but she's got the kindness of an angel.
Oh, you're
too.
so sweet. Thank you.
And when I put in, so I knew about the new EP early on, and she told me about it, and I downloaded it right away, put it in, started listening to it in my truck driving around, and I've been listening to it for a couple of weeks now,
Oh, thank you.
regularly. It's fantastic.
Thank you.
Now, are you ready to offer your professional critique of that, Papa, or are you just after?
Well, what I like best about it is, if I had to pick a genre, of music that I listen to routinely, it would be Americana. Not country, but something
Alt
in between
country.
and folk with an edge to it.
Yeah, I'd call that all country Americana. Actually, that's what you seem to perform to me when I go to see you
Right.
play. So, yeah, you're great at that.
And that's my thing. And she's like mastered that tone in this new release, the new EP.
Oh, thank you.
She's got it there.
That's what I was going for. I'm going to be honest with you, right back at you. I mean, your new record is exactly that genre. I mean, it's you just zeroed in on it, man. It's great new record.
Thank you. I really appreciate that coming from you, especially.
Yeah, it was wow when I listened to it.
Now, you were part of Papa's CD release party, correct?
Yes, I was. I did backup vocals at the CD release party, and I did. We actually did an encore tune that it was on the first Papa Carl CD, and we just had a really good time.
Wait, let me guess. ICU Blues?
No, we did. That's a great tune. We did. Redemption.
I tried, Papa.
Good guess. Redemption and the Rising Sun.
Yes. That's right. I forgot about that.
Well, we were in
one.
a church, so.
Kind of fit.
Yeah, it did.
All right, Papa. Hey, Papa.
Yeah.
I have to cut you short because we have to go for a commercial break here, actually, on our station. I have commercials and news and weather and everything else. Can you believe that, Carl?
You guys have a great night.
Thank you so much for
Everybody
calling.
Get that CD. You'll love it.
Oh, thank you, and love you, and have a great night.
There you go.
Okay. Bye.
Thank you, Papa. Rock on, my friend.
You
The
too.
sweetness. I love Papa. Bye.
Papa Carl. I used to love emceeing the Jam for Lifes.
Is it Jam for Life or is it Jam for Lives or
Jam-
Jams
Jam
for
for
Life?
Life.
I think it's Jams for Life.
Could be.
I've often wondered how to make it plural.
So, all right, we're going to pause right now for a few minutes for all kinds to take care of the station business. And thank you all for tuning in. We'll be right back in 5 minutes. Rock on.
Hey, I'm Deirdre Anderson with Delish Catering,
And I'm Laura Mangone from Chambers Walk Cafe and Catering.
and we'd like you to join us on Food for Thought, where what do we talk about, Laura? We talk about restaurants, we talk about
Pet
recipes,
peeves,
pet
food.
peeves, bitchy hostesses,
All sorts of food-related items.
all sorts of
Tune
food
in.
stuff, and sometimes not so much food stuff. We go off on segues, but we have a lot of fun, don't we?
Absolutely.
So join us on Food for Thought.
PANJradio.com, 1 o'clock weekdays.
Your business only gets one chance to make a first impression. That's why Green Birdie Productions offers free re-edits on every high-definition video we create. Our Emmy Award-winning staff and green screen special effects studio guarantee the quality we strive for. It's no wonder most of our business comes from referrals. Green Birdie Productions. Compelling video, competitive price.
Hi, this is Bernie Wagenblast, and hopefully Vinny V is not stuck in traffic right now and will be able to do his show in the green room here on PANJradio.com. You'll find all sorts of interesting things that are going on in New Jersey and in Pennsylvania. So tune in to Vinny V and In the Green Room.
And the sun goes down upon this river town.
Hi, this is Judith Marchand with PANJ Radio. I'd like to invite you to listen to my new show, Musical Notes, where I will be interviewing different musicians at 8 p.m. every night. Tuesday nights I will have a new musician, and then it will air the rest of the week. We'll be finding out what these musicians are all about and listening to some of their music. So tune in. It's going to be a great show on panjradio.com.
Hey, this is Pat Foran and
Zach Romano
here at panjradio.com. When I have time, I'm hanging out here at the studio
with the Shack Radio Boys.
Gotta love that from Charles, producing that. Charles Larita producing with Will Sarver my new theme music.
Loving it.
You love that, right? And very talented Charles Larita. Don't
Very
you think
talented, yes. And also a rodent parent like myself.
Yeah, did you see his video for Rule the World?
I haven't even seen it yet, but I heard all about it. It was before Zelda's passing, right?
Right, she died like within a week or two after.
Yeah, well, that's the legacy she left. She was an actress, right? And I didn't even see it yet. I have a hairless cavy, like a hairless guinea pig, and a hamster myself. So Charles and I often discuss our joys and plights of being a rodent parent.
Well, Zelda, it was dedicated to her, but if you get to see it, it's pretty fun.
I will see it. Oh my gosh, I have to see it.
The outtakes are hilarious, but that's a whole nother story. Welcome back to Rock on Radio. I am Danny Coleman. My guest tonight is Lisa Bouchelle. I'm joined in studio by Mr. Rob Bell.
Always a pleasure, buddy.
I love it. Love it. My new home here, panjradio.com. New time, 7 p.m. So if you're expecting me at 10 o'clock, you're gonna miss it.
Sorely disappointed.
If you're just tuning in, you missed it. Yeah, I know. 7 p.m. We'll be here every Sunday night, with the exception of maybe 2 or 3 throughout the year. I do take a couple weeks off for vacation.
You do that?
What? I do.
They let you go on vacation?
The first week of May,
okay, I
always go to Myrtle Beach to play golf.
Oh, I love Myrtle Beach.
With 7 other guys.
I thought you were going to say drummers. So
no, I was going to say drunks.
Yeah,
I caught myself. But oh darn, I gave it away. But so the first week of May,
yes,
and it used to be Memorial Day weekend because everybody's kind of busy, and this town's nuts with the everything fireworks.
Oh,
and during that whole April thing.
Well, they used to do it every other weekend, but now they only do it about 3-4 times a year. But yeah, we got great fireworks down here in Lambertville, New Hope.
Yeah, I was
absolutely.
I thought, what the heck? There was a cop car when I came in on Bridge Street.
I seen that.
And all of a sudden I hear boom, 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 boom. And I thought, what are they shooting? Where? And then I see the fireworks.
Yeah, they had fireworks tonight.
Fireworks for
because of the tree lighting ceremonies.
I thought you were going all out for me.
Yeah.
Hey, Coleman's here. Hey.
I'm sure that was the thought.
Home. And then, much like everything else, I was disappointed it wasn't for me. So I should have known better. But I'm glad to be here on my new home of panjradio.com. My guest is Lisa Bouchelle, and Lisa is here because she has a new EP out, Lipstick Tomboy, which Karen touched on the title a little bit.
Well, I do want to say that it is actually lyrics that are extracted from the bridge of the song Whole Lotta Highway. I say Lipstick Tomboy in the bridge of Whole Lotta Highway.
So you're pulling like a whole Led Zeppelin thing, Houses of the Holy there. Huh?
I don't even know that they did that, but I've done this a lot. And that's cool. I didn't realize I've done this on
The song Houses of the Holy is on Physical
is?
Graffiti, but yet the album Houses of the Holy does not have that.
I see. So. My Tricks with Pretty Words is an excerpt from another song I do that all the time. So I didn't realize that they did that. That's really cool. Now I feel even cooler.
Right?
I know. Wow.
Well, you're going to do a song for us right now.
I do. I want to do Heart versus Mind off of the EP. And Danny, this song is about, I don't know if you've had this happen to you. I think we all have. where our heart is sort of arguing with our mind in making a decision. Your mind says one thing, your heart says another thing. I think we've all had that happen.
Yeah, we've been there.
Yes.
We've all been there. We know, yeah.
Yes, and that's what this song is about.
We don't have enough, 2 hours isn't enough time.
If I could find a drug to give me the rush of your love, I'd stay home and just get high. Then I'd turn on the TV, pour a little wine to soothe me. Swear it's all I really need to get by. My heart did what my mind would never. My heart did what my mind would never. My heart did what my mind would never do. When I fell in love with you. I carry our love, you understand, like a secret contraband, like a ancient language in a stone. If they find that hieroglyphic there, read a love that's so terrific, best thing I ever called my own. My heart did what my mind would never. My heart did what my mind would never. And I didn't stop to think it through. This can't go on forever. My heart did what my mind would never. When I fell in love with you. I did just what they told me that I should never do. Get my life all stuck and go and get hung up, but my thoughts come back to you. 'Cause my heart did what my mind would never. My heart did what my mind would never. My heart did what my mind would never do. My heart did what my mind would never. And this just can't go on forever. And now I can't deny it's true.
Lisa Bouchelle.
Thank you.
Lisa Bouchelle, and that was Heart
What a
versus
voice.
Mind, right?
Thank you. Heart versus mind.
There you go. Now, did you write that alone, or was that
Yes.
written? Okay.
That was just a solo write. Yeah.
Good for you.
I haven't been doing much co-writing lately.
No?
No.
No, it's okay, too.
Yeah. I had an issue like a legal kind of, and it just annoyed me. I mean, I was in the right and I won, and it irked me. You know what I mean? Don't be mean. You know what I mean? Just don't be mean and just be cool, you know? And I just started going off on my own writing.
Sometimes you have to do that.
Yeah, I like it though. I like it both ways though. You know, I'll be back.
Well, you know what I like about you. One of the many things that I like about you is that you you don't take anything lying down. If somebody knocks you down, you know what you're like? You're like one. Remember when we were kids? You had those clowns that were the bottoms were filled with sand, and you would hit them, and they bounce right back.
Bounce
up.
right back.
Oh, that's Lisa Bouchelle.
She's a lot better looking than those toys, though.
Well, she looks a lot better than the clown.
Yes,
yeah,
she does.
Thank you.
No, but you would be. People have tried to knock you down,
They have?
and you get back up.
I don't think I noticed too much.
Well, you might not, but if you think about it now, okay? Yeah. You several years ago, okay, you were doing great. You had, not that you aren't now, but you were doing. You were on tour with Meatloaf. Mm-hmm. You were the opening act for Meatloaf, and then when that kind of fell apart because of his health, now you're forced to start over again, and then you wind up going on tour with Ted Nugent. Right?
Yes.
So opening for Ted Nugent.
Yes.
And one of the things that I remember you telling me was at first you were concerned about that because of the difference in styles. You were here, he was there. They couldn't have been further apart. But then you had said that they were beginning to do those sort of things.
They're beginning to do them, and what I learned was that they had done them back in the day, and his audience back in the day, they were like, oh, this is great, you're doing this again. When we used to go to see him and other concerts, they would have like an opening act that was totally different, but like great in their own way, but like a totally different kind of music, and we enjoyed that so much. I'm glad they're doing that again. And that was like total dumb luck, because I really, honestly, only took half the tour because I was concerned about it. But I took the second half. I was like, oh, I wish I could have that first half back again, because it went so great. We sold so much merch, and their people would come early to hear the opening act. It's really hard to sell a CD if they don't get there early. So it was like, and I had the greatest, like you were saying, I remember talking with you about that. It's just, you don't always know. You don't always know till you just go try it.
I also remember you telling me that one of the greatest parts about that tour and opening for Meatloaf was actually being on those stages, and just from the sound check out, the sound, the stage sound with these, trillion bazillion dollar sound systems, and how you never struggled, when you're used to playing smaller bars and smaller venues, and you got to work with the sound guy for 20 minutes to get the sound that you want as an artist.
Yes.
And then you go to these places, and these guys just seem to know.
Well, the thing is, they have these side fills that are like, I'm not very big, so this isn't saying much, but they're like 3 times my size, and it's just like you can hear everything. But what's beautiful about those tours is they get you set up, and then they program it into the computer. So your same road crew is on tour with you. So the next venue, they might have to tweak it up if it's like shaped a little different or a little different size. But essentially, like they're like, the Meatloaf was like 12,000 people, like kind of arenas, and they would basically be similar. So your sound, they would just dial it up and then kind of like tweak it every night. So
right,
it was
and
really.
then boom, you're ready to go.
It is. It's a nice thing.
It's literally right. You just show up, sound check, and then. And what did you do What did you do to pass the time between sound check and the time you went on stage?
I don't like that time. I'm very antsy. You can see I'm like always like. There's a lot to do because I had to work with the merchandise person and set up merch. And obviously they cater, so you have your dinner. You don't want to eat too much before you go on, so you eat a little, pack some up for after you're done, because you don't want to be going out there like trying to sing. So you do your sound check, then you go back, you deal with the merchandise, you deal with any money or any invoicing, like each night it's something a little different, and then you tweet and you Facebook, and sometimes I would sit back there and kind of write songs, and go over stuff and meditate and do my vocal warm up, and then time to eat. And then, get ready. I usually wait to put my makeup on, so I had something to do, because I'm very antsy. I don't like the wait before.
And you don't have enough time to go out on the town to grab a beer for
I don't do things. I don't really do all that. I'd rather just stay back there and stress. But after my show, there's another lull of time. I go out and I sell merchandise, and then by the time the main act would hit, we'd have to be done selling merch, because they're we want the audience obviously to give them the respect to watch them. So then you wait, and then my band would typically, go party or whatever. I have to go back out for a second round of merch after they were finished. So it's like a long process, and then
a lot of waiting.
Yeah,
Hurry up and wait.
Yeah.
Well, did you ever write any tunes or future tunes during that time?
I always write on tour. I write a lot of stuff on tour. A lot of these songs.
Have you
are written
recorded
on tour.
any of it yet?
Yeah, I mean, A Snapshot of St. Louis was written about when I was in St. Louis on tour. There's just so many of these songs that were either started or written when I was on tour. I'm really prolific when I'm touring and, away from the area for some reason, because I don't have anything else there's no computer, there's no tasks there. I do this full time. But when you're out there, it's just like you said, sometimes you just have nothing to do but meditate, think, right? It's just really a good time to write.
Lots of free time. If you're just tuning in, this is Rock on Radio. I am Danny Coleman, and I am monitoring my show's Facebook page, Danny Coleman's Rock on Radio 2. If you want to send us a question or a comment, you can do so through there, Danny Coleman's Rock on Radio 2, or you can call us, 609-460-4673, 609-460-4673. Rock on Radio, new station, new time here on PANJRadio.com. And
people are also commenting on the YouTube page.
They are.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
They're
Oh,
okay.
okay.
They found a way to get through to the. Okay.
Yeah.
Great.
So,
what do they have to? I don't want to watch that because is there a delay?
Yes, there is about a 30-second delay.
I'm dying to see it, but I can't see it from here.
Now, will that be archived so that Lisa can go home and watch it?
It's an instant replay on YouTube.
Oh, great. What are they saying over there, Mr. Mark? You're the YouTube magnate.
You got it punched up?
Hi, Papa.
Hi, Papa.
Hi, Papa.
We'll have to get Papa in here.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
Papa, he don't live that far. It's only down the road.
Exactly.
Yes. How about that?
Hi, Papa.
So see that there. Apparently, there's a chat room in
You
YouTube.
also got an I Love That Song and Hi, Danny.
Oh, okay.
Cool.
Well, that's good.
Well,
Hello.
thank you.
And you got a call coming in right now.
That's
All
even
right.
better. Gotta like that.
Yes.
Hello. Welcome to Rock on Radio. Who's this?
Oh, hi, this is Annalie.
Annalie, how are you?
Hello, Annalie.
Good, how are you?
Great. Annalie is a songwriter as well as a friend, and I've recorded some of her material, and she's a fabulous songwriter. She actually won some type of, what is the actual title to your award last year?
Oh my God, yeah, that was the American Songwriting Contest, and, that was just, I don't know what to say, I get so nervous.
It's us, Annalie. Don't
Yeah,
get
but
nervous.
remember what I told you. No matter what you say, it sounds wonderful because of your beautiful Swedish accent. And I told Annalie, I said, if I had this beautiful accent, I would just sit there and babble on about anything, and everyone would be like, "Oh, it's so wonderful, it's so interesting." And really, that's what I would do.
Well, I'm calling in to say hi to Danny too, because it's been a while since I saw him.
It is, Annalie. It's been far. You know what it's actually been? It's been far too long since you and I have seen each other, and Connie and everybody else. And how'd you do at the track this year, Annalie?
Oh my God, Captain Primo is still racing, and he just won 2 races last weekend.
He did?
Friday
which
and
is very
Sunday.
unusual because he usually just races once a week.
It's amazing.
But he raced both Friday and Sunday, and he won both.
At the Meadowlands?
No, that was freehold on Friday, and then we went to Chester Harris in Philadelphia, and he on Sunday, and he won there.
My son's going to be upset because, number one, that he didn't get to see that, and number two, that he didn't get to bet on it.
I know, and he should really have betted on him.
On Captain Primo,
Friday,
that's right.
Because he paid like 5 to 1 on freehold.
Now, I took my son. I have to tell you, Annalie, first of all, thank you. I cannot thank you enough for your hospitality and graciousness that, allowing us to be a guest of yours, my son and I, at the Meadowlands racetrack twice to see Captain Primo. Her and her husband are, they have a racehorse and a trotter. And is it trotter or sulky? What is he? Which? I don't want to get the category
Well,
wrong.
he's both. I mean, he is a trotter, but he goes with the sulky. So, that would be make him standard bred. There are 2 types of standard breds. Either pacers or trotters, and he's a trotter.
Okay, and we were guests of theirs at the track, and my son, he had just turned 21, so he was allowed to place a bet, and of course he wins. So now he's like, "Hey, I like this, Dad." I think he's actually been to the track a few times with his buddies without me. So
See what you did.
See, we corrected him properly, Annalie. So, yeah, congratulations on that songwriting award. Have you ever, you two ever done anything together?
Well, I recorded the song that
with
she
her and Ernie,
answered.
right?
Yeah, I was on that song. I was the singer, one of the singers on that song that was submitted. And I work a lot with Annalie, and Annalie writes, and she'll do like a vocal sketch, and then Ernie and I work together. And I've also worked with Tom Riak on her material as well. So yeah, it's really, really fun to work on her stuff.
Yeah, Lisa's on most of my songs that I made, but you know, it's such a pleasure to work with her, and she always does such a wonderful job. I'm in awe every time I hear this song. When it's finished, I'm like, I can't believe how well it turned out.
I love doing studio work, but Annalie is one of my all-time favorites. The material's really fun to sing.
Wait a minute, you said Finnish. You're not Finnish, you're Swedish.
We need like some canned laughter, like Big Joe Henry or
you
something.
know, I'm a little bit Finnish, actually. My grandmother was Finnish, so.
They said I was finished a long time ago, Annalie. Don't worry about it. Hey, we have we have some people checking in here. John Alberici, one of my favorite singer-songwriters of all time, says sounds and looks good.
Thank you.
So we're there.
Hi, John.
And I think you know this guy, Lisa. Hal Seltzer says, "Hey guys, looking good and sounding great."
Hey, Hal.
What's up, Hal?
What's up, Halbert?
Where's he at these days? Is he on the road?
Not at the moment.
Okay, good.
I have a question before I hang up on you guys.
Okay.
Lisa, I mean, I see you quite often, but I haven't really asked you. Like last year, about this time, you were on the road quite a lot.
Mm-hmm.
And I was wondering if you are going to go on tour again, or what your plans are for the near future.
Yes, absolutely. I'm just looking for the right fit, and I'm not sure whether I'll be going out with a full band, which would be more like an Americana band, kind of like the new record sound with a pedal steel and stuff, or whether I'll be going out to do some solo stuff like I did primarily last year. It was solo. So I'm just waiting for the right fit. I'm also working on my TV show at the same time, so I've just been really like focusing when I'm not on stage doing shows and stuff and working on the EP promotion, just been focusing a lot on getting the TV show to a bigger network. So as soon as I get that under control, probably early in the new year, I will be going out on tour, and I will make sure I post it up on my website, and I'm sure I will also let you know when we're dancing at Zumba all about it.
All right, Annalie, thank you so much for giving us a call.
Thank you.
Okay, have a good night, guys.
Yes, you too.
See you soon.
All right, I'll see you.
Bye,
Rock
Annalie.
on.
Okay, bye. Good night.
There you go, Annalie. You know, you touched on it, and we might as well get to it now. I was going to bring that up, but not only are you a rock star, but you're a television star.
Yes.
Rockstar Kitchen, right?
Rockstar Kitchen, yes. I love Rockstar Kitchen. I am the host of a TV show that is on the Comcast network. So most of the time, it's on TCN, not like TCM, like Turner Classic Movies, but TCN, like the Comcast network. And it's usually like something like Channel 8 around this area, I believe, but I could be wrong. But if you scroll through, it'll say TCN. And it's on Tuesdays at 5:30 p.m. and Sundays at 8 p.m. And the idea of the show, if you haven't seen it, is we have famous people come in, and I have one like prerequisite. They need to bring a recipe of their own that means something to them, either something they learned on the road, something their grandma made when they were growing up, so that we can really learn a little bit more about them. And they bring in this recipe, and we cook it. And we also have a chef, Tony Clark, that assists. And we prepare the food, and we talk a lot, and we do an interview in a very, your guard is down kind of behind the scenes kind of atmosphere. And then when we pop it in the oven, we play music. And we do a lot of songs that are typically like electric songs. Like when I have Foreigner on, it would be like an electric song that you would not normally hear acoustic. So we just like break it down and sing 3-part harmony. And, I've had like Chubby Checker on, Bowling for Soup, Blues Traveler, Foreigner, Night Ranger, Lita Ford, Theory of a Dead Man. I've had like a lot of people on there.
You had, who was your first guest?
Probably Foreigner.
Yeah, it was one of those Foreigner or one of the guys from Styx or who it was.
Night
somebody
Ranger
or Night Ranger.
Yeah.
The '80s hair bands. They cooking with Lisa Bouchelle.
And then we had Chubby Checker, and then we've had Theory of a Dead Man and Bowling for Soup, and so we've had like every like era, every genre. Yeah, so basically that's what I do. And we also are probably moving to a much bigger network soon that we've been filming in Philly, but we're probably going to start filming in LA. So that'll be upcoming in the new year.
That means you're gonna be bi-coastal.
I will be bi-coastal, but I will not move full time.
No?
I promise you, no.
Like it. Oh, Hal just told me something. He just sent me a message.
Okay.
I'm very excited about this because I actually featured this gentleman, one of his songs, on my Rock on Radio Fire Pit last evening. New Year's Eve with Willie Nile?
I will be.
No kidding.
Yes.
Where's that going to take place?
That will be at a Union County Performing Arts Center, and I hope I have that name right. It's listed on my website with the exact name of the venue and all how you can get the tickets and all the directions and things like that. So yeah, Willie Nile is going to be like totally rocking it out for the new year, and I'll be opening for him. So, and it's a great venue. It really is. And Willie Nile is amazing performer.
Oh, Willie's great. I actually had the pleasure of interviewing him probably last year, I guess now. And a friend of mine, one of my friends from Strawberry Pie, Laura Johnson, whenever he's in town, she always sings with him. So
very cool.
That's great. Yeah, how about that? Thank you, Hal, for throwing that out there.
Yes.
So you got the TV show, you've got the new EP.
Yes.
Anything else I should know? Is there a limo downstairs waiting to whisk you away?
No, not at the moment. Not that I know of.
What
else? I don't know. Just really trying
just really busy.
Yeah,
Okay.
and just I like doing the live radio right now and getting the songs out there to various markets and stuff. And I do have some stations that are playing like Santa Rosa, California, and near Myrtle Beach. So I seem to get like really good airplay, beautiful places. I don't know. That must have been like a good karma because I get to go down to these and out to these beautiful places. So
that's great. Yeah, there's only the one FM station in Myrtle Beach. So down there on the main strip. Actually, a friend of mine, one of the 7 golfers that I go to Myrtle Beach with in the end of the first week of May, he has a friend that works for that station, so we usually always get great tickets for the House of Blues.
Oh, that's so much fun. Yeah.
And I've seen some really great acts down there while I was down there.
That's so cool.
And so that's great.
Yeah.
My parents live in Myrtle Beach too,
Oh,
so
wow.
I go down there and visit and golf even when it's not with the other
That's
guys.
nice.
But if you're just tuning in, this is Rock on Radio. I am Danny Coleman. My guest tonight is Miss Lisa Bouchelle, and we have to take another break very quickly to take care of some business here on PANJRadio.com. And we're going to be back in what, Rob? 3 minutes, 5 minutes, 2 minutes, a week? When we coming back? We are right there.
A few minutes.
A few minutes. You are right there, Mark, on YouTube all as well. PANJTV.com. Click on the live stream. We'll be back.
I can write a love song just to get you off of my back. I can write a love song and turn you on. If I can write a love song just to jump you off of your track, I can write a love song and get you off. Hey, this is Matt from Experiment 34, and you are listening to PANJRadio.com online.
Join us on the first Thursday of each month for Network Lambertville in Lambertville, New Jersey, the most productive open networking group in our area. At Network Lambertville, we serve award-winning wines, this month from La Vie, importers of fine Italian wines from Sicily, a fully catered meal created by Bitter Bob's Barbecue of New Hope, Pennsylvania, and fabulous desserts by Podge Cakes of New Hope. Network Lambertville is held at Green Birdie Productions Green Screen Studio at 21 Bridge Street in Lambertville, New Jersey. Networking with wine and past appetizers starts at 6 p.m., with dinner served at 7:30 p.m. All networkers get 1 minute with microphone to talk about their business to the group. There is no fee to join Network Lambertville, but we do ask for a $20 tax-deductible donation at the door to help cover expenses. Network Lambertville has over 450 members, but we do limit attendance to the first 50 guests. So please log on to www.networklambertville.com now to sign up and for more information. See you at the next Network Lambertville on Thursday, February 4th, starting at 6 p.m.
Hey, is that Don Ho?
No, it's one of our shackers.
Oh, shacker what?
Shack Radio. Shack Radio. And you'll get to hear Jason Bonthron, one of the greatest ukulele players in New Jersey.
On Clinton Street.
Yes. Retro Rob, or we like to say Retro Rob, will be here. Bill Kershaw, captain of the Shack, and Pat Sticks McSherry, along with your host, John Flynn, Johnny Keys.
Johnny Keys.
I paid the money. That's what made me host. There you go. You want to be host? You pay the money. How's that? Radio shows are like herding cats with these guys. Join PNNJ Radio and the Shackers at 7 o'clock on Thursday, where Shacker Radio comes on the air.
What a bunch of hosts.
Bunch of hams, man, I'll tell you.
But they're the finest hosts you know. We don't let you get it out of your mouth and we're correcting you. You know? It's like, holy crap. I know.
I'm liking that theme music.
Yeah.
That's growing on me.
It's
you
good.
know? Charles said it's a little harder than,
Why not, though?
Right, that's what I'm saying.
A fresh start.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah. Take it up a notch.
Yeah, right. So we touched a little bit before about Meatloaf and about Ted Nugent.
Yes.
And then, like I said, now you're up there, and I remember this conversation plain as day with you. You're playing with these big venues with caterers and tour buses and all that fun stuff, and then you come back and you go on tour opening for John Popper.
Yes.
And you're driving yourself, and you're...
Well, that was, they were kind of alternated. Like, the first tour I did, I drove myself. The second one was Meatloaf. Then I did Dusk Gray Troubadours in between, and with John's other band, and then Ted Nugent. So it's like never up and down. It's always alternated.
Right.
And then sometimes I'll come back for a while, and then I went out and I was doing very local gigs, and then I went out and I did opening for Howie Day and David Bromberg, which was more like House of Blues kind of size venues,
Right.
very nice. But it's never been up or down. It's been alternated all along. It's just the way it really is. And I think a lot of people, I just think a lot of people that are in different jobs and stuff don't realize that sometimes it really is kind of like that. It just kind of really is. That's the way it really is. I think people
You heard
watch.
it here. It really
I think
is.
people watch American Idol, and they think okay, you do this and then you go boom, and that's just it's really not the percentage. 99% of the time, being an artist is sort of up and down, finding your way, and especially when you're writing your own stuff and all.
Speaking of which,
Mm-hmm.
American Idol,
Mm-hmm.
The Voice.
Mm-hmm.
You have an opinion either way on those type of programs?
I can't watch them because they're against my moral religion. The thing is, I really love sports, and I really love the competition of watching. I'm a football addict, and I love my Eagles. They're my team. But I just love watching sports, and, when someone, they bring out the measure things, and, it's all based on metrics and ability, and that's great, and I think that there's a place for that. But as far as music to my kind of religion and spiritual belief, I should say more spiritual belief than religion, whatever you want to call it, I believe that music, the reason I do this is to bring people together. I started when I was 4 trying to bring people together that were arguing in my family and decided I wanted to do this full time. And I do love live performances. Karen had called in and said earlier. So I believe that music is one of the only things that can take everyone in a room. When I've played in Japan even, it's a universal language and everyone just comes together for that moment. And beings that I treat it like that, it's like glue, and it's an amazing thing, and it's amazing responsibility and honor to be a person who weaves that magic in the room, and that's my job, you know? Wow, you know, no matter who's got what bills to pay, no matter who's got what political beliefs, that's my job. Wow. And to take music and start to make it competitive in any way, even on a local level, I can't do it because I don't believe in it. Now, do I think other people shouldn't do it? No, I think everybody should do whatever they want to do. But that's just that's my belief. So I've never watched one of those shows ever in my life. If it's on at someone's house, I leave the room. That actually offended a friend of mine, and I'm sorry because I've always tried to respect everyone's beliefs. So I kind of want mine respected too. So anyway, that's just my belief, and I've never watched one of those shows.
There's a lot of people who, I guess, get offended is a good way to put it, by those programs because they figure that these type of programs are giving young talent or artists the opinion that that's the only way you're going to make it, is to go stand out in the rain at Giant Stadium, number 72,000 in line for an audition so you can be told you're not good enough, get out. And then you walk out of there and you're all upset. And the reality of the situation is that now one of my guests, an artist, a young lady that I'm incredibly fond of, and she's been on this program many times. Last 2 years ago, I had to sign all kinds of waivers because she was using footage and pictures from this program and from me, and she had made it to the blind auditions out in L.A. for The Voice. Mm-hmm. And the sad thing is I think she spent like 6 weeks out there. Mm-hmm. And when they went through all the rigmarole and shooting her story and her history and her family, and before they got to her number, they had already filled all the slots. She didn't even get a chance to audition for those judges out there. And she was like, very, very upset by it. I did all this and I don't even get a chance. And then they're like, so thinking that, so one might think, you got a shot next year when they do this again, that you might be a shoo-in to be picked. No, you got to go through the process as if you'd never done it before.
Yeah, I didn't know.
And it's, it's just, you sit there and I think it just gives a false sense of reality to a lot of artists.
Yeah. I mean, I think also a person who like Bob Dylan, you can't, Neil Young, these aren't classically trained voices, and
No.
To think how would they have fared on a show that just measuring metrics on a competitive way like that. There's something to be said for the soul behind the singer, and even there's a lot of classic artists especially, and it's like what touches you might not touch me, or a song that and that's not to be argued. It's not to say what's better or worse. Your favorite band is not better or worse than my favorite band. It's not meant to be like that. It's meant to the artist offers out something and someone listens to it. I might listen to something and it touches me. And that's the connection. It's up to God and the spiritual world on what touches everybody. It's not up to a judge on a TV show. It's not. It's not up to that. Everyone knows it's not up to that. Get real.
No. This is true.
Not to be on my soapbox, but come on.
Yeah, well, you're right. And once again, if you're just tuning in, this is Rock on Radio. I'm Danny Coleman. That is Lisa Bouchelle. I am thrilled to be here, my very first show on my new home at panjradio.com. And Lisa, you've been to every one of them. I started out this show, Rob and we talked, and this program started, again, as I said, I was a UPS driver for 20 years in downtown Trenton, New Jersey, put more miles on my hand truck than I did my UPS truck during a day. And I woke up one morning and never made it to work. 4 herniated discs. I had blood in my spine. 9 months later, I have a back surgery, and I'm forced to reinvent myself. So I had gone to broadcasting school in 1983.
Mm-hmm.
83. And, it was one of these deals where I never thought I'd use it. Wasn't paying me the money I was making at my current day job.
Right.
And I thought, oh, well, it was fun. And now here you go, right? 30 years
I would imagine
later,
this is a little more fun than delivering packages in
Oh,
transit.
yeah, it's a lot more fun. But,
As well.
30 years later, here I am. I'm forced to reinvent myself, and I answered an ad on Craigslist. Radio show host ideas wanted. And it was for an AM radio station, terrestrial AM radio station in Burlington County, New Jersey. It used to be a gospel station, was taken over by a gentleman who owns 2 other AM radio stations, one in Pensy and one in Cape May, I believe.
Okay.
And, I would go there, and I pitched the idea, and they liked it, and Rock on Radio was born.
That's cool.
And Rock on Radio was born because when I was a 16-year-old kid, and you just touched on this a little bit. When I was a 16-year-old kid, WPST, do you remember when they had their Unsigned Heroes contests? Well, they had this thing where they had the WPST FM had an Unsigned Heroes contest. And my band, Valhalla, at the time, I was in high school.
Wow, cool.
And Joe Kilday, I know, was listening because he called me while your song was playing or during the break.
Um, Tell him to call in on the real line.
Well, he called because he was having trouble with the chat room, but he wanted to tell me that it sounded great.
Aw,
Thank you, Joe, for that.
Yes, thank you.
But we were in this contest, and I was at this high school carnival or a church carnival while I'm in high school, and all of a sudden this young lady with very long fingernails come over, and she digs her nails into my arm. She goes, "Listen." I said, "Ouch, to what?" "Will you listen?" And one of the stands, one with the wheels of chance, so to speak, had a radio playing, as they were apt to do at church carnivals. And she goes, "Listen," and she grabs me by the wrist and drags me over, and there's my band on the radio.
Oh, that's wonderful.
And I remember feeling from head to toe chills, like simply thrilled. I'm like, "Ow, that's me." And I always thought to myself, if I could ever give that chance to somebody else or describe to them how that felt, I would take it. And then as a stroke of luck would have it,
I like that.
I get hurt, and that's how Rock on Radio was.
I like that.
Was
That's a
developed.
great story.
And it's a true story too.
Yes.
It's not embellished in any way, shape,
Once
or
again,
form.
using music to touch people and bring people together.
Correct.
Yeah, that's great.
So, do you remember the first time you heard your music on the radio?
Yes, I had to pull over. It freaked me out. I was like,
What station was it?
It was actually like a Brookdale or something down the
Oh,
shore.
okay.
Yeah,
Brookdale Public
I
Radio?
didn't expect it at all, and it freaked me out. And and I think right after that, the next time it was like New Jersey 101.5 or something. Yeah, like probably my Christmas song was on there. On Big Joe Henry, it was a Christmas
Right.
time. I didn't expect it at all, so it's just like
It's amazing, right?
It is. It's an amazing feeling.
It's something that that sadly those of you who are non-musicians will never be able to understand.
Mhm.
Actually, being a musician is very difficult to explain to people.
I think I lose track because I hang out with so many musicians that I don't remember how to explain the fundamentals of it. I'm just so lost in my little musician world. I go to bed at 2, I get up at 10. Like I have no concept of anything else.
Exactly. It's very it's a very unique club,
It
so to
is,
speak.
yeah.
It's a lot of fun. Well, again, you are here because you have released a new EP, Lipstick Tomboy. Now you've also got Blue Room with a Red Vase.
Yes,
And
vase.
and your first one is called
Before that?
the Highway.
Oh, Whole Lot of Highway.
Whole Lot of Highway. I was drawing a blank. I'm getting old, Rob. You got me at a bad time.
I should probably mention too, because it's so confusing. I have so many out. If people go on lisabouchelle.com, because I'm giving out so much information, right? All of it. If you forget anything, lisabouchelle.com.
And that's BOUCHELLE, Bouchelle, lisabouchelle.com. Should we do another tune?
Yeah, you want me to do something live, or you want to play it one off the EP?
You tell me. Whatever
I
you want
think
to
we
do.
should play off of the EP. Love is supposed to be fun because this is the new Island party mix with the steel drum. Yay!
All right, Lisa Bouchelle off of Lipstick Tomboy, and the song is called
"Love is Supposed to Be Fun."
Rock on Radio.
Too many outfits, too little space, too many best laid plans. Blew up in my face, too many causes. Such scarce relief, test my convictions. And I believe you call me crazy. When I'm laughing all the while, you turn your cynicism opposite my smile. Oh, but baby, we're making love on shaky ground. I might be crazy, but your theory isn't sound. Call me crazy, but your theory isn't sound. Love is supposed to be fun for everyone. Oh, what's the problem? Baby, there's no problem. Oh, love is supposed to be fun for everyone. Oh, what's the problem? Really, there's no problem. Anyhow, too many people, too much abuse, too much confusion. It's keeping me confused, too much convention. It's like it's drilled into our heads. Too many nights alone without you in my bed. You call me crazy when I'm laughing all the while. You turn your cynicism opposite my smile. Oh, but baby, we're making love on shaky ground. I might be crazy, but your theory isn't sound. Call me crazy, but your theory isn't sound. Love is supposed to be fun for everyone. Oh, what's the problem? Baby, there's no problem. Oh, love is supposed to be fun for everyone. Oh, what's the problem? Really, there's no problem. I'm not gonna question this too much, 'cause I'm not really in no rush to go think that you know. That's why I'm still hanging around. Oh, you call me crazy. Love is supposed to be fun for everyone. Oh, what's the problem? Baby, there's no problem. Oh, love is supposed to be fun for everyone. Oh, what's the problem? Sugar, there's no problem. Oh, love is supposed to be fun for everyone. Oh, what's the problem? Baby, there's no problem. Oh, love is supposed to be fun for everyone. Oh, what's the problem? Really, there's no problem. Anyhow.
There we go, Lisa Bouchelle, and Love is Supposed to Be Fun. Off her new EP, Lipstick Tomboy. You can find her at lisabouchelle.com. And where are we at there? Can you see it? There we go. We'll put it up there. You can see that. See, I'm looking at that YouTube.
See, I can't see it. I want to see it.
Actually, you'll see. You'll be able to watch this instantly. Also, that'll be.
Wow.
We'll put that there. Hey, that's pretty neat. Dave convinced me to pull it up. I didn't want to do that because
you're
I didn't
looking at
because
it
there's
right
a
now?
delay. Yeah, you come over and look. There you go. Yeah, there you go. See, Lisa, I don't know. Can you see it? There you go. There we are. Look. See? Beautiful. Watching me talk to you even though we're not talking to you.
The chalkboard makes you look like you're in school, like we're in class.
They take me to task all the time. These guests of mine. Like, there we go. All right. Again, if you're just tuning in, thank you so much for tuning in to Rock on Radio here on PANJRadio.com. 609-460-4673 is the number to call. Annalise said, Connie says hi, and he thinks that Lisa has the best personality, has fabulous energy, and humor.
Oh, well, thank you, Connie.
You should probably start doing stand-up, too.
I should probably start doing stand-up.
So, who was your favorite performer growing up? I know you started at 4, and I remember that story the very first time I ever interviewed you. Who was your favorite performer?
Wow. I got to be honest, I just have so many different people that have influenced me. And growing up, my mom really was like a hippie chick. So we listened to a lot of like Fleetwood Mac. We listened to Neil Young. We listened to even Crosby, Stills and Nash and stuff. And the first band that I got into was a bluegrass band. So I was exposed to like Ricky Skaggs and growing up, my grandfather had like old country, like record albums, vinyl, and we used to listen to like Hank Williams Sr., and then I loved Hank Williams Jr. Waylon Jennings growing up, I loved. I loved a lot of the classic stuff, and Joni Mitchell, just really, I think that's why I have such like a folk background. But then I loved like Led Zeppelin too, and I loved the Rolling Stones. There's just a lot of music. There's a lot of good music. And then later on, I got exposed to like Dylan and his writing and just all the great versions of his songs. And I'm also super into like Lady Gaga. I love it.
Really?
I love Gaga. I think she's an amazing performer, piano player, singer. Her range is great. It's like it's not like a little child. For these pop singers, sometimes their voices are so high, and now we're getting into these new singers that are just wonderful, Rihanna and Pink and Lady Gaga, and they just got these powerful belting voices. They're just not afraid to belt it out, and I'm just really enjoying the crap out of all that. So I just have a really wide range of what I listen to, and it depends on my mood. Don't you feel that way?
Yeah, I mean, because I listen to, I believe I have an extensive collection of big band material.
You love that, right?
And an extensive collection of 78s. My son actually was over. Now he's 24 years old. He was over on Thanksgiving, and I'm in the kitchen and I hear, I'm looking over a 4-leaf clover.
Yeah.
He's out there playing. Who did that originally? Gene Autry, maybe it was.
Was that
on
it?
78, he's out there with my Victrola, cranking it up.
Hysterical.
And he's like, Dad, this is so cool. I forgot about this thing, And so I've got an extensive collection that way. I also, classical music.
Oh, you love
Aaron
classical?
Copland. I love Aaron Copland. I love Beethoven. I love,
Yeah, I do. I like classical music. I like Vivaldi. I do. And
Yeah, some of that stuff is really, especially for me, being a young child and growing up on Looney Tunes. They used so much of that stuff in that music, and it was like the Flight of the Bumblebee or the operas and Bugs Bunny, and it was like, wow, and it actually sparked my interest to find those recordings as I got older.
That's hysterical. That's cool, though. Right now on my turntable is a vinyl copy of Disraeli Gears.
No way.
That's one of my all-time. I mixed the theme song to my TV show that I wrote called Kitchen. I mixed that with Ed Stasium. He worked with, he's amazing. He's out in Colorado. Who did he work with? Mick Jagger. He mixed Midnight Train to Georgia, for crying out loud. But I went and I said, I really want to mix Kitchen. I want to pan it exactly like Swalabra, the song She Walks Like a Bearded Rainbow, off of Disraeli Gears. He goes, well, I don't think we can really do that. Come on, Dad, we got to do that. So we mixed one like normal, and then we panned one and mixed it like the bass on one side, like exactly how Swalabra was mixed, because I was addicted to that. I had the CD at the time. Now I have the vinyl, which is even better. But anyway, we did it, and we ended up using that one. So that's the one you hear on TV, and that's the one on
nice.
Blue Room. Yeah.
From Rockstar Kitchen. As a matter of fact, you did that at the station, the AM station. I remember the first time you came on my show. You did that.
I played Kitchen.
You played Kitchen.
Yes.
Yeah. You got it in you tonight or no?
Sure, whatever you guys
Yeah,
wanna
why
hear.
not?
Awesome.
The theme from her TV
I was going to
tune.
say, I want to hear this.
Yeah, well, it's a lot different when you hear it with the band all mixed like Swalabra, you know? So that's the recorded version. But this is the little acoustic. Hey, it started like this. Acoustic. It started in a hotel room, acoustic.
Well, see?
On the road.
And that's how it winds up. Lisa Bouchelle.
Oh, we got a call?
We got a call? What was that?
Oh.
Before,
got a call, not me.
Before you get started, there must be either that or I was amiss because I did not charge my laptop apparently fully enough, and I've only got about 10% battery left, and I've got 40 minutes of show. So if I stop communicating with you people,
We're going to get you some power there, Danny.
Oh, okay. It's a HP.
Mark is working on it right now.
I'm down to 7%. It's critical.
We have the technology.
It just told me. So
I hate when that happens.
I hate when that happens.
So alarming. You
But-
handled it very poised in a
You
very
like it?
poised fashion. Yeah, I don't know that I would have done that. You
It's
like it?
live radio. He's got to do a live SOS.
Yeah, right. Help me. Oh, we got a whole other laptop for me. That's even better. All right.
Okay.
Lisa Bouchelle and the theme from Rockstar Kitchen.
Yes, called Kitchen. Hungry for so long in an interesting position, I approached the witness stand with a weak sense of conviction. NYC out to West Coast, I said I think I got sensory overload. He said, hey there girl, stop your bitch, and if you can't take the heat, get out of the kitchen. You got the rock, the rock, the rock girl. You got the rock, the rock, the rock world. You got the rock, the rock, the rock, rock, rock. You got the rock, the rock, the rock girl. Sorry I'm late, I couldn't get away. Please excuse my detention. You know me, there's so many things that require my intervention. Heading on out to Cali, yeah, I'll be turning the pressure up. Hey there girl, stop your bitchin'. If you can't take the heat, get out of the kitchen. You got the rock, the rock, the rock girl. You got the rock, the rock, the rock world. You got the rock, the rock, the rock, rock, rock. You got the rock, the rock, the rock girl. Say yeah. You gotta keep on, keep on, keep on, keep on, keeping on. Well, move your soul, defy definition. If you can't take the heat, get out of the kitchen, 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 kitchen. You got the rock, the rock, the rock girl. You got the rock, the rock, the rock world. You got the rock, the rock, the rock, rock, rock. You got the rock, the rock, the rock girl. You got the rock, the rock, the rock girl. You got the rock, the rock, the rock world. Say you got the rock, the rock, the rock, rock, rock. You got the rock, the rock, the rock girl. You got the rock, the rock, the rock girl. You got the rock, this rock world. You got the rock, the rock, the rock, rock, rock. You got the rock, you got the rock. You got the rock, the rock, the rock girl. Ooh.
Beautiful. Fantastic. Fantastic.
Very cool.
Thank you.
Very, very cool.
Gotta love it. Gotta love it.
How's it going with your laptop there, Danny?
I'm trying to remember.
Want to go to a quick break?
No, well, actually, we do have to go to a quick break, though, right?
Yep.
That would be fantastic because I'm trying to remember my new password.
Everything's new.
I forgot I changed my password several months ago because I was afraid somebody may have hacked my Facebook account. Oh. And as it turned out, it wasn't the case. But we're going to go to a few minutes. How long? A couple minutes.
3-4 minutes.
Yeah,
That's
3 or
all we
4
do.
minutes.
Really quick. We'll be right back.
And we'll be right back.
Hi, you're listening to Joey Novick, and I am the host of Punchlines and Politics. We air live every Monday, 7 p.m. right here on WPANJRadio.com, and that show repeats at 6 each day. And we have some of the best people from politics and some of the most fantastically funny comedians in New Jersey. So please listen to me, come in the studio, and enjoy the show. Joey Novick, Punchlines and Politics.
PANJ Radio serves Mercer, Bucks, and Hunterdon counties and the world, and we want to serve your business on our airways. Commercial rates start at just $50 for a 30-second spot on your favorite PANJ show. We run your ad not just once, but up to 7 times in a 1-week period. That's a lot of bang for your buck online. We will track the number of listeners your commercial gets, so you can measure how many new customers you get from airing it with us. For more information, please contact Rob at PANJRadio.com or call 609-460-4550. We can't wait to bring your company new local business on PANJ Radio.
Hello, I'm Stephen Harris of Entrepreneur Espresso. Summer is over. Time to get back to business. Actually, here in the Delaware River towns, we are always open for business. Come join me as we discuss local business, business ideas, and trends, and get expert advice on Entrepreneur Espresso. Yes, we are back with a new format here on PANJ Radio, your local digital radio station. However, we need your support. Consider being a sponsor or an advertiser, which will help us to deliver the business news you can use, along with techniques and ideas you can use right now to help your business grow. We will discuss trends in social media, web marketing, traditional marketing, and other ways to tell your business story and attract and grow your customer base. And we are now on TuneIn Radio, a mobile app, which will give you a bigger reach in Lambertville, New Hope, the Delaware River towns, and the world. Join us live next week at 11 a.m. on Tuesday for Entrepreneur Espresso, only here on PANJ Radio. Visit us on Facebook or contact Stephen at 973-615-5287 or radio at ampyourvoice.com. Thank you.
You're really happy right now, not just because you're drinking, but because you're listening to Shack Radio on PANJRadio.com. You will enjoy this every week for the rest of your life. This is Tom Florek playing the accordion for you. You're loving Shack Radio. You are loving it now.
All right, welcome back to Rock On Radio on its new home, new time, 7 p.m. here on PANJRadio.com. A lot of people are liking this earlier time slot.
Oh, yeah.
You know, I was
yeah,
hesitant to change because, you know, whenever there's benefits or anything, it's always on Sundays, and I can't seem to get the musicians to commit.
Oh.
But I can't seem to get the listeners to stay past 10:30.
Yeah, on a
I gotta go to
Sunday.
work.
Yeah.
I'm old.
They have day gigs. They have to go to sleep.
Right, so did I. When I was down in Lenoka Harbor at the other station, God, was an hour and 10 minutes from my home. I would get home at
I don't
like
think I could
3
do
o'clock
that.
in the morning. I'd have to get up for work at
I
6.
couldn't be you. I couldn't hang. I couldn't handle it.
The rock star telling me she can't.
I couldn't. I couldn't have a day. If I had a day gig, I'd have to go to bed at like 8.
What?
I know I would. I know I would.
Well, now you have this EP, Lipstick Tomboy.
Yes.
And you're about to do one of the cover tunes that you have on here.
Yes.
A Gordon Lightfoot tune.
Yes.
What
it's
made you pick this one?
A remake of a song. I just heard it like on the radio and I forgot I never heard it. And then when I heard it, I was like, oh my gosh, this is so beautiful.
I'm actually Gordon Lightfoot, of course, is Canadian.
Mm-hmm.
And he's actually one of my favorite. He writes some really good tunes.
He does.
You know, the one you're about to play, which is called
If You Could Read My Mind.
Right, he did that. He did Sundown. He did The Wreck of the Edmund Fitzgerald. I mean, and he's got one of them voices that,
He's,
you know.
Yeah.
But go ahead.
Okay.
You do what you're going to do.
This is my take.
Enough about Gordon.
He wrote it. So. Hey, Gordon.
Thanks, Gordo.
Thank you.
Give us a call, 609-460-4673.
Awesome. I probably
Gordon.
could have hooked that up.
You should have.
I should have. I know. Okay, well, next time.
If you could read my mind, love, what a tale my thoughts could tell. Just like an old-time movie about a ghost in a wishing well, in a castle dark or a fortress strong, with chains upon my feet. You know that ghost is me, and I won't ever be set free as long as I'm a ghost that you can see. If I could read your mind, love, what a tale your thoughts could tell. Just like a paperback novel, the kind the drugstore sells. When you reach the part where the heartaches calm, the hero would be me. Oh, but heroes often fail. You won't read that book again because the ending's just too hard to take. I'd walk away just like some movie star who's been burned in a three-way script. Answer number 2, a movie queen to play that scene where you're bringing all the good things out in me. But for now, love, let's be real. I never thought I could act this way, and I gotta say that I just don't get it. I don't know where we went wrong, but the feeling's gone, and I just can't get it back. But if you could read my mind, love, what a tale my thoughts could tell.
Nice. Lisa Bouchelle.
Wow, that was
Thank you.
mesmerizing.
Thank
Really, really
you.
fantastic.
Now she was warming up with that, remember? I wasn't sure if you're going to do that one or not. But
That's like an
great.
audio Valium, right?
See, and you know, I actually recently I had this discussion. I had a gig the night before Thanksgiving, and there had to be 400, 500
night,
people
right?
there.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was
It's a good gig.
At the Stone Terrace in Hamilton.
Oh, fun.
And afterwards, I was talking with a friend of mine after I had packed up, and she's standing there, and this gentleman who was with a friend of hers come over, and he was complaining that it cost him $20 at the door to get in. You could have bought advance tickets for $15, but it was $20 at the door.
Mm-hmm.
He got the band, he got the DJ, and it was a cash bar.
Yeah.
And he was complaining because it cost him $20 and $20 for his girlfriend. He should have went to see Lisa and the Cult Jam, he said.
Oh, well, okay.
At Cedar Gardens.
That's up to
The
him.
tickets were $40 a piece there, but somehow this makes sense. But he wanted to do this because it was an original band. And this gentleman proceeded to tell her, because she said, well, what'd you think? You had a good time, didn't you? What did you think of the band? No, I think the band stunk. And she looked at me, and now I'm laughing to myself, right? He goes, because they're not original. They did nothing but covers. Now, the band that I'm in, we recreate create a radio broadcast using music from 1966 to 1976, and we make it like a radio station.
Like a playlist.
Yeah.
That's cool.
So,
I
and
like
I'm
that.
the radio voice. It's a 10-piece band. We've got 3 front singers. We've got,
That's cool.
we're called Boss Radio AM Gold.
Oh, I dig.
So, it's all night, dance music and boom,
Right.
boom, boom, one after the other. So this guy just decides to go into how fantastic he is as a single artist and solo artist and his band that he plays with, and because he's original and does original music. And he asked me if I play an instrument. I said, well, yeah. And he has no clue that I was in the band that he just watched for 3 hours, right? And he's
The
telling
drummer gets news.
Right? I said, well, actually, there's 3 drummers in the band.
okay,
We have our drummer, then you have me doing
The
percussion
radio
and the radio
voice,
voice,
yeah.
and then you have another guy that does percussion and acoustic guitar. So he's ripping me for not supporting original music, even though he doesn't realize I'm in the band.
And you do this show.
And she's like, can I just tell him? Can I just tell him? And I'm like, no, let it go. Let him go. And the more I'm laughing inside, I'm dying because this guy's like, he goes, do you know what it's like to support original music? He said that to me.
No.
I have no idea. I said, did you ever read the Trentonian? And he's like, yeah. I said, remember when they had their live local music column? Yeah, they don't have that anymore. That's why I don't read that paper. I said, did you like that column? And he's like, yeah, but they got rid of it, so I don't read the paper. Still not realizing that I'm the guy that wrote the column. And he's just going on and on and on. And she looked at me and she says, you know what, Danny, I give you credit because you're a far better man than I would ever be, because I would have ripped into the guy. And I had to stop her like twice because she was like, you idiot. But, to support cover material. Now, this program, I focus primarily on originals. And I don't mind the occasional cover if you do it
in your own way.
Your way.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
That was a long story to get to that point. But
It's true, though.
I had to
No.
say that because
well
I was thinking about that guy today, when you just did that.
Right.
Yeah.
And, one of the things I said to him was, I said, well, yeah, they're all cover material. It was all cover. But they were somebody else's originals.
Mm-hmm. Oh, exactly. Of course.
So somebody had to write them at one
Yes,
point.
There you go.
So.
But with that, you're taking someone back to an era, and it's like a theme. It's like a show. and
Exactly.
that's cool.
So it's kind of like a tribute. It's kind of like a tribute.
Yeah,
thing,
it's a
you know.
thing.
And we all dress like hippies, and
Oh, that's
you know,
cool.
there's peace signs and smile faces and all that fun stuff. And we do.
Do you have hair?
No, I don't have hair at any point. Those of you who are watching at home, it's obvious.
I don't know if you put on a wig or something.
No, I do. What I do though, we do wear tie dye. We do wear like Nehru and
Yeah.
Okay.
That's
good. That's a compromise.
Aviator
It's a compromise.
glasses and
Yeah, there you go.
no leisure suits though.
No
I
leisure
draw a line at leisure suits. So what's coming up? Again, lisabouchelle.com, and that's got links to everything you have, right?
Yeah,
So what do you have coming up gig-wise?
I have a bunch of solo gigs. I also like down Atlantic City. I have a bunch of stuff down there. I also have some shows coming up, some duo shows I've been doing with Ernie White. So that's been a lot of fun. I have that big show on New Year's Eve with Willie Nile up at the NJ. You want to check that out, Union County Arts Performing. I'm going to mess it up, so I'm just going to say go to my website. But it's New Year's Eve. You can buy the tickets now. And so that's pretty much what I'm concentrating on right now. And I'm doing a lot of what I'm really concentrating on is just doing a lot of radio shows and also getting a lot of placement on radio stations. So if you want to hear my music, people should by all means encourage them to call up and request stuff. And we're on Spotify now, so you can stream it on Spotify, which is really fun. I learned a lot of new music from Spotify, and you can get it on iTunes. So right now I'm kind of dealing with the tracks on the radio thing, but I am doing a lot of live performance. And then come next year, the TV show will probably be on a more national network, and we will announce that, and I will most likely be on tour in the beginning of the year. I have some artists that we're talking to, but I'm not allowed to say like who I'm going to be on tour with yet because we haven't totally decided. So when I do get that decided, I will definitely post it up there, and people can come see some bigger venues and see that experience.
Do me a favor. If you discover it on like a Sunday morning at 11 a.m., can you call here that evening? And
Absolutely. I will let you know right away as soon as I know. Yes.
That's one of the fun things about this show. Over the 7.5 years I've been doing it, I had a band drive up from Maryland.
Oh, yeah?
They're based out of Maryland. They
Yeah.
came up, signed their recording contract, all my program.
Oh, no. How fun is that?
You know, I've had many bands come in and say this is the first time it's ever on the radio. So I kind of like those whole debut things. Gives me a sense of purpose. You know what I mean, Rob Bell?
Absolutely.
Okay.
And you're doing a Christmas thing this year? Are you doing your
we just
holiday or
discussed that.
holiday?
Yeah. Are you going to be around on the 18th of December?
Probably.
Well, the Rock on Radio. Now that you know where the place is.
It's a musician open house. Is that how it works?
Yeah, pretty
that
much.
really?
That's how it works.
Maybe I'll
have
put together a new band again.
come in, right? We could probably actually do something like that with this green wall that the people see at home every now and then is
right green screen. Yeah,
is a huge green screen.
I love green screen. I used to have that on my website. I used to come out and be like, "Hi, I'm Lisa Bouchelle." Yeah, it was
Well, we
really
could put
fun.
you in front of the pyramids if we wanted to.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So cool.
We'll have you on tour in Egypt.
That would be so cool, right?
Yeah,
it would.
Let's do that before we leave.
You want to do that? That's fine. We'll put her there.
Definitely.
You know, it's always a lot of fun, that Christmas Spectacular,
Yeah.
and that version of Silent Night that you and Yarson and Sandy did that became the girl band only months later.
Yes, is that crazy?
Yeah, and I just saw something on Facebook that Dory got engaged.
She did. I didn't know that it was had to be wait to announce till today because I think her fiance is a pastor at a church, so she wanted to make sure the congregation and all the people that she needed to let know. So I wasn't sure if it was totally public, but oh my gosh, yes, I was crying. Lee and Dory are officially engaged.
There you go. Congratulations to both of them.
I think it's a June wedding or something like that.
Now, you know that day job I was talking about? I used to work with Dory at that.
You did?
Yeah, Dory went on to bigger and better things, but I'm still there. Finding Dory. Isn't that, what's it?
Finding Dory.
That's
Yes.
right.
That's right.
Believe
That's
me,
a
she's heard
cartoon.
it.
That's right.
Yes,
Cartoon movie.
It is.
Correct. So when you write,
yes,
and I know it's you have a lot of stuff. It's of a very personal nature, but I also know that you write very honestly. And what I mean by that is, last night I decided to do this. I decided to do this thing called Rock on Fire Pit.
Okay.
My buddy says, you know what? We're sitting around his backyard. We're having a fire. I'm smoking a cigar, drinking a Jack and Coke.
Fun.
Life was good.
Yeah.
And I had my little Bose system on my iPod out there, which is littered with indie artists.
Okay.
You know, my iPod. And he says, what's this Facebook Live? And he decides to go live on Facebook. Well, people start commenting about the music in the background. What's that music? That's really good. That's this, that's that. So he says, you know what? He's like, you got to have a Rock on Fire Pit.
That sounds like fun.
So now it's become, we've decided that it's going to be his production company, Two Dumb Dogs Productions. And we are going to do it live from his homestead, the Jocko Ranch.
I love it.
I can't do it this Saturday. We wanted to do it every Saturday. I can't do it this Saturday because I have a gig.
Yeah, right, you got to go work.
But the next 2 Saturdays, actually, I have gigs I'm playing. But one of the tunes I did last night, actually, it was yours, American
Dreams Gone Wrong.
Dreams Gone Wrong. And you got that one line, I can't remember it verbatim, but about this 14-year-old girl's heading out with
Yeah.
with a condom in her
Yeah,
purse.
yeah. Her smokes in a condom.
And smokes in a condom, right? And we all know those girls.
Yeah,
We've all seen,
Yeah.
that situation where their family has not necessarily abandoned them, but maybe looking another way for whatever reason.
Oh, yeah.
And of which none of us know. And many of them may be totally valid. And I thought, you captured that.
Oh, thank you.
That image for me. And I mean, I can still see, because when I, as a kid growing up, there's a family like that lived down the street from me, where, you could just look at the girl and you thought, my mother prayed I didn't hang out with her. And you captured that. And I noticed that you do that a lot.
That's what I try to do. Thank you. That
In your
means a
material.
lot to me.
And I like that they're the songwriters that I tend to gravitate towards, the ones that paint pictures.
Mm-hmm.
The Bruce Springsteen, the Bob Segers, the Tom Pettys.
Me too, yeah. That song was kind of inspired by, I don't know, I was listening to a bunch of Tom Petty. Not one particular song, just Tom Petty. I mean, it has the A sus chord in it. And I don't know. You can tell I was listening to Petty a lot when I wrote it.
Well, and that's fun. Do you find that that's what influences you, what you're listening to at the time?
Or movies that I see.
Okay.
Movies a lot of times, yeah.
What kind of movies do you like?
Oh, I like all kinds of movies. I like, just mostly like historical fiction, kind of like, that's what I like to read too.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't realize you were an avid reader.
I love to read.
Oh, nice. Well, see, you could do that
And
during that downtime on the road.
I can't. I do that, and it's funny because when I read, I choose authors that seem to paint like a picture. I like Donna Tartt and Anne Rice and even Charles Dickens, from as far as classical classic
nice.
writers, because they just paint such a picture. I remember just reading A Christmas Carol in the middle of the summer. I was touring. And I was feeling cold because the way he was describing things, I'm like, oh, that's so good,
I remember I reading those books in high school. I never actually minded when the teacher's like, all right, this is what I want,
Yeah.
Tale of Two Cities. And,
Yeah, right.
And, Christmas Carol and the other, what's that other Dickens one that's really...
Great Expectations.
Yes.
I haven't read it yet.
Yes,
the Telltale Heart.
Oh,
that's
Edgar
Edgar
Allan
Allan
Poe.
Oh, that's
Really
Poe. Okay,
good.
wow.
Yeah, that's...
You're scaring me.
I have a reference to that in one of my songs, too.
He was a good writer, too.
Oh, such a good writer.
That he was. Actually, there was a guy I used to work with back in the early 80s when I worked for the Wall Street Journal.
Okay.
Believe it or not, I worked for the Wall Street
That
Journal.
sounds fascinating.
And it was an interesting time. I grew up a lot during that period. I was a kid. I was 18 years old. And we just had this same discussion about great writers and how I made a remark about Jacob Marley. The next day he comes in with a first edition Charles Dickens, and the book is literally falling apart.
Wow.
And he, would turn the piece like, just be careful, take it home, read it, just bring it back to me.
Yeah.
And I actually got to read. The book was practically brown, these pages,
gosh,
but
that's
because
so
it was
cool,
so old and
though.
the spine was gone. And,
Yeah.
and it was just, you look at the printing and whatever it was, 18, whatever the printing was, it was just
Hand printed.
Yeah, right. Benjamin Franklin wrote it. But it was awesome. And if you read those type of authors, you can really, it's the foresight that some of them had was amazing.
Oh, yeah.
So what does, before we let you, is there one more you want to do live before we go? We got about 8 minutes.
Not from that particular EP, but I will do something just that's recent if
All
you
right.
want to hear
If
it.
you wish.
Awesome.
If you wish, we can do that.
Yeah, this one's actually about someone who kept making small talk, and it was annoying me, and I'm really not big on small talk, as you can probably tell for the last 2 hours. So this one is called Elephant in the Room. We didn't make a lot of small talk, did we?
No.
We talked very in-depth.
Correct.
Yeah, I like that. That's what I love about your show.
Well, I'm
you
glad.
get to the meat of things, and I really enjoy that. I want to hear something. I love hearing your
I
show.
like to let my guests talk.
Yeah, you learn a lot. When I listen to your show, it's just cool. So this one's about my tendency to not make small talk, and it is called Elephant in the Room.
Na 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 na. Today I'll just stick to small talk. It's an art I've rarely known, but after many years, it's a skill I'm sure you've honed. Let's keep the water tepid, not too hot or not too cold. It's safer than the option of doing something bold. Lucky we're both skinny or we wouldn't have the space to dodge around this crowded place. Let's keep the lyrics cryptic, put them to a simple tune as we dance around the elephant in the room. No, 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 no. The elephant in the room. No, 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 no. Let's ride the rails with blinders on, and don't dare look back, lest our whole world turn to powder and our train run off the track. Without a clever friction, symphonies lack dissonance. Yeah, just a lonely balladeer in his world of sterile sense. Lucky we're both skinny or we wouldn't have the space to dodge around this crowded place. Let's keep the lyrics cryptic, put them to a simple tune as we dance around the elephant in the room. No, 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 no. The elephant in the room. No, 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 no. It's just the elephant in the room. Fine line between the rub and the pearl. But I don't paint my dreams by number. That makes me a scary girl. Lucky we're both skinny or we wouldn't have the space to dodge around this crowded place. Let's keep the lyrics cryptic, put them to a simple tune as we dance around. As we dance around, you know what? The elephant's in the room. No, 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 no. The elephant's in the room. No, 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 no. It's just the elephant in the room. Dance around, dance around. The elephant in the room. No, 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 no.
Beautiful.
Wow, that was
Thank
great.
you. Fantastic. Lisa
Fantastic.
Bouchelle here on Rock On Radio. That's great. Actually, my buddy Jocko from Jocko Land, from Jocko Ranch, he just texted me, said, yeah, that was a fire pit tune from last night. She's got a great voice. So
thank
you've
you.
got a fan there. And he loved the fact that you asked if I put on hair. So that's I never put on hairs. I mean, airs.
Danny's just real about
I'm just
it, man.
real. That's right. I'm a real mess. That's what I am. So, is there? Did we didn't hit all of them all for this? Did we? Did we hit
did.
the two that you sent me?
You-
Okay.
yeah, you played Tequila Talkin', only Tequila Talkin', and Love Is Supposed to Be Fun.
Okay. All right. So then we won't go out. We don't have anything to go out on then. We did it all live, but that's okay.
We got a
We're
theme
good.
song.
We got a theme song. I have a theme
We
song
did,
now.
thanks to
See?
Charles Larita.
That's a
Yes.
beautiful thing. Lisa, thank you so much.
Thank
We
you.
got about 2 minutes or so
I
left.
had a blast. I love your show, and congratulations on your new home for your show, and nice to meet you guys, and this is just awesome.
It was our pleasure. You were amazing. What a beautiful voice.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I'm honored to be the first guest here.
Very much. You were the very first guest on this station. I was trying, the very first guest ever I had, because I really, as much as I've been a musician since I was 12, I didn't, when it came time to get guests for a radio show, I was only going to do this once a month.
Oh.
And I thought, because I'll never get guests. And my nephew talked to me, he's like, you got to do it at least once a week. People, you got to be consistent. You'll have no trouble getting bands. Trust me, once the word gets out.
Yeah, yeah.
So my very first guests ever were my band. WC Soulshine was the
that's
band I was in
cool.
at the time, and I brought them along, and a bass player by the name of Mike Thompson from a band called Agency. And, from there, it just kind of snowballed. And then I don't remember who my first guest was when I moved to Hamilton Radio.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't remember who the first guest was when I moved to Lenoka Harbor, but I do remember. I will remember you for this, that's for sure, because
no one can forget Lisa.
Nope. So
might want to try, but
again,
no, we don't want to try.
It's lisabouchelle.com for all of her information and all of your music, and it's always a pleasure. Thank you.
Thank you, Danny.
You're
wonderful. What you do is wonderful.
I thank you very much. When this when the show went down, when I found out that I was no longer going to be retained by my last station, it was a shock. I didn't see it coming. Actually,
Yeah.
But and that's okay. It's okay. Things like
Things
that
happen for reasons.
As I said at the beginning of the program, I had a great run there, and I want to thank David and Billy and Blue Angel Productions and Behind the Curtain Enterprises and 40 Foot Hole Studio. It was a great time. It was a good run. But now I'm here.
Yes.
And I'm here, and thank you, Rob, very much for allowing me to come in. And I look so much forward to working with the other radio personalities that you have here that have music shows.
They're all good people.
I already spoke briefly a little bit on Facebook with Judith.
Mm-hmm.
And, I told her she's got an open door to stop in here anytime she wants and see us.
You drop by Shack Radio, too.
And right, that's what you were saying.
Yeah.
So, Mark, thank you, buddy, for coming in here tonight and handling the YouTube. And
he's the best, this guy.
It's been a great first show. Lisa, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you all who, because I really didn't expect this show. I didn't expect to be sitting here. I thought we were hanging up Rock on Radio. But thank you for taking a chance on me, and I hope I can do my best for you and this station. And thank you all for your private messages, your phone calls, your emails, all the harassing me into continually doing this program. I love you all, and I love this, and we'll see you next Sunday when my guest is Tom. I think it's Melchior. I have to look up. I don't have my computers, and so I don't have it on Facebook. But he is from Easton, PA, and he's going to stop on by.
Very cool.
We'll see him next week.
Rock
all right.
on.
Till
Rock
next
on.
week. Rock on.